Hello, I'm Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and today I have a reading for you about love. But if you read the title and the title was what kind of make you clicked into this video, it came to me while I was driving somewhere, and then songs came up with it as well. I have a lot of notes and channel things, so bear with me. But yeah, literally the title of the video, "Did You Give Up on Love?" just came up. You know, it's that kind of feeling of not expecting it to come into your life, or like that one special person or something like that, not expecting it, but still hoping, or still having like a little bit of a sliver of hope that you can't really suppress or get rid of because it's still there, it's lingering, because you believe in love and you're a lover. And that's why this came about. And I'm really interested to see what kind of messages come up. I do have pre-shuffled cards that I picked with a specific question in mind. To give you a little breakdown of the reading, we have 3 piles. Pile 1 is the 10 of Cups, if that is your vibe, or also clear quartz might be something that you're drawn to. Pile 2 is the 9 of Pentacles and Aragonite, if that is something you might be drawn to. Very earthy energy here. And then pile 3 is the Knight of Cups and an opal, if that is something that kind of draws you in. Maybe you guys just go by numbers, you guys go by cards, you guys go by crystals. I was called to do all of those today. The 3 songs that came up are linked at the bottom, and when it came time to actually record this, like right before I hit record here, I was called to listen to the songs again. But I started from bottom to top. So the song, the first one is The Night We Met. The second one is Habits on My Heart. And then the third one is No Complaints. So, but for some reason I started with No Complaints, and I started to listen to it. I saw the lyrics. And for some reason I was called to pull cards for it. And I pulled 4 cards, and we'll get into that in your reading. But just so you know, pile 1, you are, oh, and I also I used the die to get what pile it belonged to, and 1 came up. So pile 1, that is your song. It doesn't have to be, really, because I feel like, you know, they came as a general message first, but then they wanted to be a little bit more specific. So yeah, pile 1, No Complaints. If that song is relatable to you, that might be your reading. And then for pile 2, Habits of My Heart is the song that came up for you. That is your song. 4 cards I also picked out for you. We'll get into that in your reading. And then pile 3, yours is The Night We Met. And again, I did pull 4 cards, and we'll get into that in the reading. Basically, I'm looking into why is this spark of like feeling like love is still something that's in the cards for you, or like in your future, even though right now you feel so disconnected from it. I'm asking that. And then I'm using tarot to look into who is the person coming in, who is this. Honestly, it feels like a very significant soulmate, because it feels like a very significant love connection that is something that you are waiting on, or hoping for, or you feel like it's meant for you, but you don't have any physical thing right now to tell you that it's happening, but you feel it at a soul core level. You know what I mean? And then at the end, we're going to do advice like always. So that's pretty much it. I know that was a long intro compared to my other intros lately, but go ahead and pick your piles. You have a lot of options to pick from, whether you want to do it with the song, the music, same thing, the crystal, the cards. Yeah, and we'll get into your readings. Obviously, I'm going to start with pile 1, and I'll see you in your readings. Go ahead and pick. It's going to put things on the side here. Hi, Pile 1. If you guys picked the 10 of Cups or the crystal clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. All right. So if you missed the intro, I would rather you go and kind of look at it. It's important to listen to the intro today, but you don't have to. You could just jump in, okay? I'm totally okay with that. I'm someone who kind of does that sometimes when I'm listening to readings, so guilty as charged. Okay. First part of the reading is, okay, so you gave up on love, but you still feel like there's an attachment to something. There's hope there. There's a little ember of hope is really how Spirit wanted me to put it, that kind of draws you in, and it makes you still kind of hope that a significant soulmate or a significant other in general it's meant for you in this lifetime. And yeah, we're gonna look into why this spark is still there. We're using this card that came out for you, but we're also using the pre-shuffled ones, okay? So I did the Illuminated Tarot and then the Wild Unknown Tarot, and then we're gonna use this one too. So, Pile 1, let's get into it. 8 of Swords, okay? 3 of Pentacles. In this deck, the 8 of Swords is also Justice, by the way. So that's interesting. Justice is sometimes is number 11, sometimes it's number 8. In this deck is an 8, but and it's so interesting to have the 8 of Swords together with Justice. Okay, let's see what else. 4 of Wands. Wow. And the 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups tells me, and please do not take this if it doesn't resonate with you. This is why we're doing the reading, okay? Everything has to resonate. I don't want to give anybody false hope here, especially because we are talking about being hopeful about love and connections. This tells me is probably a twin flame, a very significant connection here. Something that you and Spirit and this other person have worked on and have been working on. I'm getting Angel Gabriel might be significant for some, and Angel Uriel might be very significant for you. So in the intro I said that I was listening to the song that I wanted to be in your reading, which is No Complaints, and then I shuffled the cards and I actually got the King of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups came out again for you actually, which it was a resounding, like a doubling down on, yeah, this is the reading for Pile 1. And then the fact that we have in the beginning and at the end, Spirit doubled those cards for me, right? Because they gave me the 8 of Swords as well. So this is, wow. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys get super synchronistic messages like all the freaking time. You might be seeing a lot of 444s, 888, 1010, 111. This is just like, it never stops. So I am surprised. No, I'm not surprised. Let me rephrase that. I understand where you're coming from about giving up hope, and that's probably because, again, there's nothing in the physical at the moment. It feels very much the mind. So it feels like the crown chakra is very connected, very open to this. The third eye is very open to this. The heart is very open to this. But for some reason, there's something about holding back a bit from this manifesting in the 3D still, because we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles also came out for you. So we'll see when we dig into the tarot to see who this person is, or just in general what the connection wants to give you information about in this moment. But that is interesting. And me saying the third eye is open to it, yeah, definitely. And I feel like when you approach this with your third eye, with your crown chakra, with your heart chakra, again, not very physical things, right? Very woo-woo out there. You have to really feel your way through this. It's so clear. It is so clear. It's so balanced. It's so nice. It's rich in material, is how I want to put it, which I don't know why I want to put it that way. Ow, I just hit myself. Yeah, wow. That song too. That song by Noel Khan is intense, my friends. If you don't know of that song, I would advise you to listen to it. I believe I put the video down that has the lyrics so that it helps you a little bit more to connect to it, because when you read it, it feels more like it's being said to you, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into the second part of this, which is me asking who this person is, or what words. What does Spirit want to tell you about this connection at this time? Look at that King of Swords again. Okay. Sorry, I need my little... I wrote everything down, but it's like, it's a mess. So it's just for me, okay? All right. Seeing 11:11 on my timer right now. All right. Okay. I think we're ready. We're ready to see what comes out here. So what does Spirit need you to know about this connection? I think for you, I really need to pinpoint the fact that we want to ask about what Spirit needs you to know about this person and this connection in the 3D, because I feel that is the missing link for you. Even though all of the elements are here, I just realized that air, earth, fire, and water is here. Everything is here. But again, the undeveloped part of this feels like the 3D. Yeah. I saw that on the split when I was shuffling too. Wow. Okay. All right. There's a soulmate card at the bottom. Okay. There's a tug of war here. I don't know if you're seeing it. Let me put this one aside, but I don't know if you see it here. Just visually, you can see it, right? There's a tug of war between your heart and your mind for some reason. Wherever your mind takes you, which is, it feels like to the unbalanced, to the tumultuous part of like never-ending cycles that you're thinking about, or someone that you're thinking about, and then your heart takes another turn this way towards a more, maybe some of you have two choices to make, or you have not two choices, but you have to pick between two people, or your mind and your heart. Your mind takes you one place and your heart takes you to another person. Whereas then here's Spirit at the end. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just here's Spirit at the end saying, we need you to let this be in divine timing. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. It's in here. This is what you're working on. Believe it or not, your higher self, even you and your physical, this person, their higher self and Spirit, you're working on the timing. You're aligning to this. Your mind, however, your mind lies to you a lot. It lies to you, and it makes you think in the physical reality you're behind, or you're never gonna align to this person. There's just not good. A lot of veiling of what you truly know to be what is meant for you gets watered down, and it gets muddy. It gets really confusing when you just tapping into this energy to get to know a little bit more. And I understand why you do it. It's because, again, the lack of the physicality of it. But they're saying you need to kind of let the mind wander if it wants to. Tap into the heart. I feel like your heart space, and it makes sense with that 10 of Cups, your heart space has a little bit more, what is it? It's a little wiser when it comes to this connection. It knows a little bit more about how far along you've come, both of you, feels like how much work has been put in here, how close you are to this next step here. The Wheel of Fortune, I feel, is it's like reiterating that I was feeling of, we are aligning to a big shift here when it comes to this connection. Okay, I need a little bit more about this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna ask about the wheel. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh wow, there's that Four of Wands again. Okay. And that Ten of Cups. You don't say. Okay. Do you see? We start with a 2, we end with a 2, but we end with the 2 that we kind of like. We want to see this. We want you to align. This is going backwards. It's even visually there. Oh my God, I didn't realize that. But visually, like if you just go in the mind and all you do is overthink about this and try to be logical about it, it's taking you backwards, my friend. It's taking you way back. We need to move forward. How you move forward? Tapping into the heart space and keep doing what you do. I feel like you're so close to this kind of like shifting completely, and there's like a face-to-face, a meeting, something fate. Yeah, something about fate. This jumping is really interesting. Something about fate letting you like come full circle and start. There's like a brand new start here with the Fool. Also, you know, the Fool in love, like we can't ignore that. It's cliche, but it is what it is. Yeah, I feel like this is what's in the past. You've healed this. Maybe you've done a lot of healing when it comes to abandonment wounds, when it comes to, yeah, not feeling left out, feeling like you're always the one who has to take the higher route, or, you know, be the bigger person or whatever. And then you're just waiting around for like, you're like, okay, well, I put in the work. I'm ready for this. Why isn't this around? Why does it feel like it's never going to be something that's meant for me? And little do you know, it's almost there. Oh, I get it though. I get it. But those 2 cups are right there. They're right there. I feel like this is you and your mind over here. Not so much crying over spilled milk, okay? If anything, it's interesting that these 2 are here. Yeah, it's almost like being, that's where the hope has left a little bit. That's where the you give up on love side of this has come up as a reading. It's where you realize that you've tried, you've given it your all a couple of times here, and it doesn't have to be with this person, okay, that is meant for you or whatever. It's just in general, and it has not worked out. But you need to realize that it's because it's not the one that's meant to work out. You know, I'm getting here the cliche kind of thing that you always hear in love readings, but it's so true. You'll be thankful for this. Like, you'll be thankful for what has happened in the past, for the things that did not work out. You'll realize that rejection has been protection for you all this time. You wouldn't have wanted it to work with anybody but this person. But you'll realize that. Happiest card in the deck. You'll realize that, yes. You'll realize that when you meet them. When this comes about. Not, maybe you do before, you get that kind of closure, but it's hard to like anchor that feeling in unless you're feeling it, you know, like unless you're there. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. A lot of happiness, a lot of triumph, and it doesn't come without a price. I feel like the price has been you walking away, constantly building things, right? Trying to make things work, trying again, and being open and being the Fool as many times as you needed to learn what is really meant for you and learn what is not meant for you. I feel like a lot of the things that you guys feel like you've been rejected by, and when it comes to relationships, the people that you've been rejected by have actually been people that you've had to let go. You've been the one who cuts the cord. You've been the one who says no more, even though like it stems from the rejection or from the lack of compatibility, lack of just connection, but you've been the one who walks away, and that takes a lot of strength. They want me to let you know that you are someone that is really strong. And you might not feel like you are, but you are. Look at that. 3 of Pentacles again. 3s are very significant for you. I don't know if I want to pull anything else from here. I think you're... Okay, they want me to get a couple of cards for who this person is. Okay. Temperance. I saw it on the split, but I kept shuffling and then it pushed itself out. It's interesting that your energy does that. It pushes the cards out. So this person could be a Sagittarius. This person is also someone, 2 cups, I love it. It's someone who, again, brings a lot of tempered energy. Someone that feels like they can help you regulate your emotional body, your mental. They feel right. I don't know how else to say it. Again, that cliche of you know when you know, and it couldn't be anybody but this person. Okay, definitely Sagittarius energy, which I love. Fire energy is also significant. The 2 of Cups is definitely significant here. Maybe it is someone that this card again tells me that it is, I don't think it's someone from your past, to be honest. I think it's someone again that makes you be very grateful for the things in the past that have not worked out, the solutions and the things that you've learned and you've acquired. Sagittarius is like, they study life, you know, by doing. So it's like the moments where you've fallen, the moments where you've had altercations here, where things have not worked, where everything has gone to shit is really what I want to say, have taught you so much to recognize who this person really is meant to be. And like when you meet them, you'll know because of your studies of life, your studies of connection, your studies of relationships, which you have done by actually doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that, you don't know how it feels until you've experienced it yourself. That's what I mean. Like, you have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom when it comes to relationships. All right, let's get into your advice here. Aquarius. Okay, so there could be some Aquarius energy as well. 5 and 9 could be significant. January and February are very significant, okay? But obviously it's during Aquarius season, but February, especially February, Valentine's Day, it's coming up as well. We're gonna see what the advice is for you there. This is the Spirit Allies Oracle deck. Okay. Aquarius, I am unique. All right. Your journey in this lifetime is entirely your own, and while you may encounter others who have had similar experiences, no one else is living your life. I feel like that is so significant for you. Aquarius is here to remind you to rejoice in your individuality and the choices that you make. While some decisions may leave others confused, you know what is beneficial to you and your time here. The independent choice that you will make will lead you to a community that supports you wholeheartedly and wants what is best for you. 77 as well. That might be significant for some. Let me put this a little closer so you guys can see. And hopefully if you want to pause that and read all of that, but Okay. All right, let's see what's next. New moon, 45. 4 and 5 add up to 9. We're about to have a new moon in Libra. I do not know what day it is. Hold on, let me look at my notebook and I can tell you. When is the new moon? Why don't I have it here? I know it's coming up. I'm sorry. But it should be coming up. We just had a full moon, so. Okay, can I put this back? All right. And grace with 24. Okay, I like that. The frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to an anticipation of life's currents and the changes as we evolve towards a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bringing the divine with the human essence. I feel like that's such an Aquarius energy too, bringing divine and human essence together for like a bigger purpose. I'm gonna read about the new moon though. Let's get into that. A new beginning, a fresh start, and as an auspicious time to start a new project. Okay, so an Aquarius new moon next year could be significant. So during Aquarius season in 2026, because I'm filming this in 2025, that could be a significant time for you. I don't know, that just came about, so just bear with me. All right. Drawing this card invites you to begin again. Meditate on this new moon to bring new energy into your life. Write a list of intentions, dreams, goals, and wishes to support your new direction and invite in inspiration. Okay, I really like that. That's good advice. Look out for the new moons that we have left in this year and look forward to the new moon in Aquarius because that's going to be significant for you for sure. You might want to save this video. You might come back to it. Ooh, the number 27 could also be significant for you. I just looked up and it makes sense. Excuse me. Oh my God. I scared the hell out of my cat. Yeah, that is so much confirmation. When I sneeze, in the background here, sometimes my nose gets itchy. Sometimes I get itchy just in general. I fidget a lot. I get hot in certain places of my face or my body. But sneezing is a big one, okay? I couldn't even say that I was about to sneeze and give you the heads up because it just came when I said Aquarius new moon. So that's going to be significant. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Pawan. I hope that this brought you clarity, gave you information, helped you, maybe air that flame and make it a little bit bigger and not lose hope when it comes to connections and love in general. I don't think the people that are when I watch this video are, and you included, are going to be people who completely just give up on love. Again, there's that ember that's left. There's that flame that's left. But in general, those people also need to be given messages that let them know that things are coming up. And I feel like this is going to find those people that need it. And if you're one of those, I'm so grateful that this found you. I'm grateful that you shared and gave me your time here today. And yeah, hope to see you in other readings. Bye-bye, Pawan. Hi, about two. I'm just gonna drink some water. You might hear my water bottle. I'm gonna turn off my air because now I'm cold. All right, pile two. If you guys picked the 9 of Pentacles or the Aragonite crystal, this is going to be your reading. The instruction, the intro for this reading is important, but you don't have to watch it. We could just dive in. I just want you to know that this is divided into certain different things today. For example, these are going to be your advice. I'm leaving this on the side for last. And I am going to start with why is this spark still left within you? Why is there still a sliver of hope, even though you've kind of given up on love in general? And then we're going to look into that with this. Then I'm going to use tarot to look into what the divine wants you to know about this connection or this person that you are feeling this spark with, or feel like they're supposed to be coming into your life. They feel like a very important connection, divine counterpart, so on and so forth. And then we're going to end with advice. I don't know if you saw that there's a channeled song for you as well, and your song is Habits of My Heart. And while I was listening to that song, I did shuffle the deck that I'm using for you today, and I picked 4 cards out of there. And I want to tell you what they are, because if they come up again, it's just synchronicities for me and for you. All right, you got the Sun, which is number 19, the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and 12, which is the Hangman. So with all of that being said, let's get into your reading. Let's start with, why do you still feel like there's hope here? And there is a little, what is it that I called it? A little sliver of hope when it comes to love and connections. All right, let's see what's going on. 9 of Wands. By the way, also in this deck, this is the Sun card. So that is, the Sun has been here twice in your energy, which is crazy. 7 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Wands and the Sun together. The Queen of Cups, and obviously the 9 of Pentacles. Let me bring these a little closer. For some reason, these two look the same to me today. It's like all of the pentacles make me think of the little shiny little orbs around the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups. I think you still feel, it's obviously why you still feel it. The song is very significant here too, the habits of your heart. This might be someone from the past that you felt so much enlightenment with, like activation, but also that has led you to like work on your boundaries, and that is so conflicting. That I don't know how that applies to you. Oh, my hands are super warm all of a sudden. But you will know if this resonates with you or not. So it's someone from your past who, while they were very activating, it was a very beautiful energy exchange between you two. There's someone as well that has they made you learn boundaries, and they taught you boundaries by, it feels like try and error. It feels a lot like there was a lot of things that happened here. So then you turn the cup over. See, there's only one cup that's turned over. It's like, I'm done with this. But then the cup, it's here again. And it's the Mother of Wands is looking this way, sending energy this way. It's like, well, actually, we're going to take this one and flip it over, because there's something else here. You feel like it's an untold, not an untold story. What is... It feels like it hasn't finished. There's something that not finished here with this person. And you might be now at a point in your life where you see all of this for what it was, which it was a lot of teaching, a lot of what is it? Not enlightenment. Well, enlightenment, yes, but activation, yes. This connection was very activating. Oof, and it was tough, my friend. 2 9s here, though. I like that. I like the 9s because it tells me the 10 is right around the corner, and that's an ending and a beginning on itself, right? However, Wow. It's very beautiful how you now have this sense of like, oh, in retrospect, like when I look back now, I can see how this all had to play out this way. Why I had to like, this is you speaking. I had to like learn this lesson from this person. Why I had to learn how to set this boundary from this person. It's going to help you beyond this relationship, this connection. And it's so interesting, Paul, too, because now I'm getting the message that even though you are attributing all of this growth and all of that to this one connection that you had with this person, it's probably not them who are meant for you either. And that could be something that you're coming around to realizing. With the little snail here, it's telling me that slowly but surely, maybe that is the 10th pentacle here, is you closing that cycle completely and realizing 10 of Wands, yes, that now that you've built up these, I don't want to say walls, you've built up these repertoire of boundaries that you know that you need to set when it comes to love, because maybe you were someone who was very boundary-less, like very maybe people pleaser kind of energy, and that just spilled into your love life, spilled into your friendships, your job, everything. But now that you've acquired this, it's time to drop it. You don't need to hide behind it anymore. You've embodied that energy. You've learned it. The lessons have been learned with that 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, which is after the 9 of Pentacles. And by the way, oh yeah, you did. You got the Ace of Pentacles when I was shuffling for you during your song. That lyrics from that song, so the habits of my heart, I can't say no, is what he says. I can't say no. You're ripping me apart. I can't let you go, I think he says as well. Or there's the beginning of that song is about, I'd rather be alone, but then you call me on the phone. It's like, whoever that is for you, whoever that was, because I feel like it is a was, it's not an is, it's not present right now. Wow, did they teach you a lot? And you probably taught them a lot too, but it's, you probably haven't got the closure that you needed from this. And to be honest, if I can ask about that, but I don't think you're getting the closure from this person. Yeah, exactly. This is the depiction of the 9 of Wands that I'm seeing, along with the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck, right? So like, people are multifaceted. Relationships are not just one thing, right? So yeah, it could be someone that teaches you how to set out boundaries, but you've also felt so strong to go back again to learn another lesson, honestly, because of the happiness that they brought you and you brought to each other. So it's like all of that is connected. What a conundrum you were in here. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna use tarot now to look into what the divine wants to tell you about this connection in the 3D especially, and also maybe about this person and who they are. And let me be very specific here. Even though I'm talking about the person from the past, I want to be very specific with Spirit. Ooh, my nose is so itchy. This is important. Okay, I want to be very specific here with Spirit as far as I don't want to tell anybody to go back and repeat a cycle with anybody that they shouldn't be repeating cycles with, right? And that same thing, I also don't want to put you off from the past connection that probably means that you've grown, they've grown, and if you meet each other again, it's kind of like the right place, the right timing now, or something like that. But also another layer to this, so I'm getting Shrek, ogres have layers, like onions. Another part of the onion here is, if it is a new person, if it is not the person from the past that you've learned about boundaries with, okay, in this connection, if it is a new person, I want them to be very clear about that, okay? So we need clarity is what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's get clarity. I'm confused, you're confused. We're all confused. All right. Let's get some clarity here. All right. Okay. Well, we're starting off really strong, and I'm still confused. But it is a very significant person who's coming in here. That's why you still feel like, okay, you give up on love. You're done with it in a way, but also not really, because you know who's meant for you, and like a very significant love connection it's here. There's a person that's meant to be with you here. Wow. Aries energy could definitely be significant, just because of the Emperor. Okay. This King of Wands oh, wow. Interesting that this is the card that I dropped. I was going to put all the cards back. I am going to put all the cards back. Because this triggers me for some reason. With your energy, it triggers me because it makes me think, okay, Emperor, Empress, Union. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very triggering. And I don't want to give anybody false hope about what this is. Or why do I feel so relentless about that? It's so interesting that, like, I'm getting messages. I don't want you to think that I'm not going to read these cards for you. But at the same time, I'm like so hesitant to be like, okay, it's this, that, the other. It's so interesting. That is so interesting. Okay. There it is. All right. All right. Okay. Again, there's so much restraint from me in very this message. And you know why? It's because I feel very honored to be tapping into your energy and reading this story how I'm reading it. And at the same time, it feels like a very, I don't want to say burden. It's not a burden. It is just very intensely what is it? Whew. Is the responsibility of delivering the message. Okay, let's get into it, part 2. It honestly will probably be for a lot of you, and I'm not gonna say everybody because it might not be for everyone here. But for a lot of you, it does feel like it is this person from the past that you're meeting. You're closing a cycle with this person completely. And I feel like the cycle that you're closing with this person, because you are each other's counterparts. And that is I can't deny it. It's here. It's literally in my face. It's in the cards. And I cannot not say it. The reason why it feels very... Again, I feel very like a lot of pressure and responsibility is because this is here. And that's here as well. And this is here. And the 9 of Wands is here. This is very intense. This is something... The things that you and this person and is probably equal. But it feels like you've taken a lot... You've had to deal with a lot of the emotional pain here. You've had to be the one who has to filter it. You've had to be the one who puts the boundary out first, and then this person learns. It feels like you're leading when it comes to, putting in the work here. But that's not to say that this person is not putting in the work either, or else they wouldn't be showing up like this. And they showed up like this right off the bat. That card just flew out. Okay, so we have to honor that for their side as well. And I feel like I'm reading for you, the Empress. Okay, so if that, you could switch these around, do whatever you need to, but how I'm seeing it, I'm reading for this, because this is the baby Empress for me, and this is your card. So whew, my goodness. Wow, sorry, I'm like my body hurts. Okay, 444 could be very significant here. I just saw 44. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. learning how to set boundaries here, my friend, has really made you be someone in a position of power from a very intuitive sense. Like, you have a very deep connection with your spirit guides. You have a very deep connection with your own higher self. I feel like you know what is meant for you and what is not, thanks to kind of like every turmoil that you've lived through here. Wow. You've put in a lot of work to get to where you are, and you're still doing it. But I feel like you're in the Nine of Pentacles time now, which is probably why the Empress wants to be under this card and saying, I think you've arrived at being at the energy that you need to be, and also being at the energy that you need to be for this person to own up to the things and be in the energy that they need to be as well. I think the divine wants you to also know, and you'll recognize who this is, because they'll match you completely. They will be your equal. You are not settling here, okay? That is a very important thing that I need to say as well. This is not a connection where you're settling. You are not settling. And you haven't settled for a long time either. I feel like 3 to 4 years, you've been in this energy of, you've been fluctuating between the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. But even in those energies fluctuating here and there, because you needed to, you were learning a lot, right? You still did not settle. You did not go back to this. I mean, you didn't go any lower than, like, this is someone that's waiting around for what's meant for them, okay? Because they know that they put in the work, and then you put in a little bit more work, and then you get here. But the Seven of Pentacles, to me, here how I'm seeing it is, you know that you sowed the seeds that you needed to. So you're waiting for the results of the things that you've planted in your life. You're waiting for your garden to fully bloom into what it needs to, because you know that the work that you've put in, okay? And then these two are very intense. I said 3 to 4 years because of that four of swords, and this Three of Swords. This Three of Swords. This is no easy thing to come back from, okay? I'm getting the imagery of the Three of Swords in the LIGHTSEERS tarot, which is, to me, one of the best depictions of the Three of Swords. And now I feel like looking for that card. Bear with me. Give me 1 second. Sorry for the noise. I'm gonna look for that card in this deck, because I want to show it to you. I want to see what fell here. Look at that, the Nine of Wands. Look at you being so strong and setting those boundaries. In this Nine of Wands, the wands overtower, over this person, but here they're not beneath you per se, but it's like you master this already. Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Okay, I want to look in the deck and see where that Three of Swords is. It's interesting that the Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck and it is upside down. Okay, all right. I don't know if I want to shuffle it first. No, I think I just want to find it, so you can see what I mean. It's painful, man. It's not. I feel like it's kind of pretty over here. Look at the Lovers upside down too. I feel like it's pretty. It looks pretty over here. It looks kind of doable. Not in this deck. This deck really, imagery wise, this person's like being ripped apart, and that's honestly what that feels like, that Three of Swords moment. All right, is it gonna be the last card I find? I love when that happens. Me going through the entire deck to find. Chariot. It's interesting that some of these cards are upside down, because I don't keep my decks like that. Where it, oh, here it is, here it is. All right. It's between Temperance and the Five of Cups. Look at this. Look at this person's heart. Oh my gosh. I gotta breathe because I feel like I'm literally channeling that energy. Okay. Sorry. Number, you know, pile 2s always get a little chaotic, and you guys send me on like a hunt for things. It's really interesting. All right, you see this? This is what you've been through. This is hard. This is really hard, which is why I felt so much responsibility delivering this message. My God. Sorry, I'm admiring your strength and your will and your tenacity and your magic, and you're still like, you're still looking at the world and at life and at relationships and at love with hope. And you know what it is too? It's sad to me that you feel all of that, and you see it all around you, and you can see how it can happen for others, but you feel like it's not meant for you anymore, like your time has passed here for some reason. That's what that feels like. That's what it feels like. The divine is saying no. There's something here still. Yeah. There it is. And the sun, you know, I was thinking about the sun because I was like, remember we started with the sun, the happiest card in the deck for you. So I need you to remember that. Union and happiness is in the cards for you, pile 2. It is. It is. I feel like 2 more cards want to be here, so I'm just gonna keep shuffling and get 2 more cards. Okay. 2 knights, interesting. Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. It's moving fast. These are the fastest 2 knights in the deck. I feel like I'm getting a lot of horses here. Horses could be significant, but like movement, you know what I mean? This could be very soon. Wow. Leo season is also very significant. 11-11, 4, yeah, because that's the 4, and 11-11 adds up to 4. Why is 4 so important? 4 is important here. Death. Scorpio season 2, and you know what? 13, 1 and 3 add up to 4. So maybe Scorpio season as well. There's a new dawn here coming up. The sun is coming up. Okay. Whew. Things are happening. Things are moving. Another horse. Another horse. Okay. After what feels like a lot of stagnation, or maybe a lot of, okay, maybe this person has been holding back, and then there's a spark here that happens for them, where they're like, oh no, I gotta go. I gotta go and tell this person how I feel, because this card just jumping out the first time. What does this person needs to, there's something that they need. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't feel like I'm done with the tarot yet. I know I picked them up, but before I move on to your advice, what does this person need to say? The Queen of Cups again. I mean, I feel like right off the bat, I was like, yeah, they recognize you for who you are now. And you have this essence about you that they also cannot shake. I feel like you can't shake it. You can't shake this person off, and they can't shake you either. Especially when they're I'm getting, oh, I looked at you through rose-colored glasses, but it's not even that. It's not a fake thing. It's not a filter that they need to see you through. It's almost like the more that they look at you and the more that they want to like connect with you, not look at you, maybe they do look at you, but the more that they you know, kind of like connect with you again, even if it's just energetically for right now, the more and more that they realize that you are loving, caring, and who they want in their life. It's just, this is how they see you. It's hard to not fall in love with this person, meaning you. And you're so focused on, I feel like she's focused on that cup, but it's not just the cup. The cup is how she takes care of everything around her as well, and even herself. You're so flowy, and I feel like this is them at the bottom, and they feel a little rigid, and they feel they're both wearing blue, so it's interesting to me that's like something that I'm looking at right now. There's love everywhere around you, and they can't help but notice it now. It's like Cupid, it's everywhere. It's like everything's signaling towards you as well. That's so interesting. It's like everything is pointing your way, and they cannot ignore it anymore. Okay, I feel like shuffling this deck too. Oh my god. Okay, all right, I love this. I love when a reading takes me on a little side quest. It's the second time I'm seeing the Hierophant on my splits. I saw it in the other deck too. What are you? Six of Cups. All right. Soulmate energy. Someone that can grow old together with. Queen of Cups again. All right. This card is going back. Okay, one card, okay? What does this person need to tell you? This is the card that jumped out. I think I'm gonna take that one. Putting everything back. Five of Pentacles. Wow. They know what they did here, honestly. They know. And this feels like your energy when it comes to that feeling of, again, you give up on love. It's like, yeah, you have the key to get out of here, but like, it's not that you're wallowing in your sorrows per se, Pile 2, but they know that you're just like, it's like, I don't want to try anymore. Someone else has to come in here and not get you out of this energy, but more like digest this and talk about this. And that could be the final thing here that needs to be worked on, that Ace of Pentacles that needs to be added to this, that final resolution here, again with that the World card, like the final cycle that needs to close between you two. It might be hashing out what was done here, the abandonment wounds that you probably both of you equally have because of this connection. That's something that needs to be addressed and talked about, and I feel like they will talk about it when the time comes. All right, let's get into your advice, Pile 2. Angel Light, 14. Number 1, number 4, again, number 5, because that's up to 5. Let's see what that says. Could be a crystal that wants to work with you. All right. I am attuned to my third eye and psychic abilities. Okay, really cool. This stone is calling you to connect with your third eye. Your guides have been trying to reach you. I just got this was in my head. Knock knock. Like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. Your guides have been trying to reach you and connect with your pineal gland. Okay, to reach you. And connecting with your pineal gland will help you get their message to you. If you aren't quite sure where or how to hear these messages, think of any easy to understand message that have been sent to you in the past. Birds, feathers, repeating numbers, butterflies crossing your path are an example of ways that your guides may have reached out to you previously. Keep your eyes open, all of them, including the third eye, and create space for your guides to communicate with you. You will want to hear what they have to say. Oh, that is really beautiful. That is really beautiful. Okay. Healer 32, another 5. Interesting, because it feels like you see that? That makes me think of, every time I read for counterparts where the Emperor and the Empress come out, I feel like two sides of the same coin, right? Do you see what I mean? And then the eye and the eye, that's crazy. There's so much synchronicities. Your guides probably speak to you through a lot of synchronicities, okay? So you gotta keep an eye out, literally, for that, okay? All right, 32. I'm sorry if you're hearing my cat play around with her stuff on the side here, but all right, healer. You are a healer. Okay, if that's something you've been wondering about, this is coming up now. Fear not your own ability to be a light worker or way shower for others. Drawing this card can also symbolize that a healing in its highest form is available to you now. Ooh, okay. That might be this connection, this conversation that needs to happen between you two. If you have pulled this card in regards to a relationship or situation, please know that there is a powerful exchange of energy here. Meditate when you are wanting to heal on the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual plane. Okay. Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection, royal power, and good health. When it comes to relationships, please know that there is a powerful exchange of energy here. Again, you guys are one side of the same coin. You're made for each other. There is something that needs to be talked about here. It will be hashed out. No doubt about it. Wow. Attraction with number 9. Okay. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us in our journey towards inner balance and harmony. I like 9s. Like I said, now you have 999. Love that. I love repeating numbers. If that is a number that follows you around, now you know why. Maybe you need to see this message. But wow, Pal 2. What a wild ride your reading was. Whew. Thank you. Now I know why I need this. Okay, you probably need a lot of grounding at this time. I'm very, very grateful that you let me deliver this message here. You listened to me ramble on and probably touch upon some things that could probably be triggering. I hope that this reached you at a time where you needed it, where it brought you clarity, confirmation, whatever it is that you needed to take from here, Pal 2. I hope you did find it here. Thank you so much for trusting me. I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Have a good one, Pal 2. Thank you again. Oh, not a little piece of this falling off. That is, what does that even mean? Pal 2, I'm trying to say goodbye to you, and the messages just keep coming. Now I'm getting that that very popular sound that was like, what does it mean? It's like, all right, I'm just gonna put this right here. Again, thank you so much, Pal 2. Another 444 on my timer. My God. Okay, thank you. See you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hi, pile 3. If you guys picked the Knight of Cups or the Opal, this is going to be your reading. All right, let's get into it. Let me put this in a way where you are actually seeing it. Are you seeing it? All right. I got the, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I don't know why that popped into my head, okay? All right, if you did not see the intro for this video, that is okay. I'm gonna go over the most important points, but I highly recommend you go watch that, but it's okay if you don't want to do it. So we are looking into why, not why you give up on love. It's more of after you kind of give up and you're like, okay, I'm done with this. You still feel a little spark there. There's still something that it's hope, and it's not just hope, but like maybe longing as well. There's something there that still lingers for you, and you know you're meant for maybe having a divine counterpart, someone very, very intense of a connection, a soulmate that is very significant in your life, and you feel like that is out there for you. You just haven't encountered it yet, or there's something there, right? You don't know what it is either, but maybe you do. Maybe it's a couple of all of those things, but we're looking into that. Okay, so you have a song, and your song is The Night We Met. I don't want you to take that to be like, oh, you know, it's someone from my past. However, when I was listening to that song to pull some cards for you as well, that I put back because it's the tarot that I'm using, I got the cards, the Empress, number 3, the Page of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. That being said, also when I was listening to that song, and I was listening on YouTube, it's on the link that I sent, the link that is on the bottom here. The top comment that popped up for me was one that said, not friends, not enemies, just strangers with memories. And boy, oh boy, that has to be significant for some of you here. Oh, I'm sorry. That has to be significant for some of you here. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm just gonna take a sip of water before I get into your reading. I'm sorry, that was a couple of sips. Mainly because part 2 was a lot, and I feel like this is gonna be an intense one too. All of these readings have been intense, but all right. We are starting with asking the question of why you still feel this lingering sensation, this lingering, again, a little flame and a little ember that's left there, that's keeping the hope alive when it comes to loving relationships and romantic things for you. I have some cards shuffled already, and then I'm gonna use this card as well, okay? The Queen of Wands. Okay, very nice. I love that energy. It's such a beautiful card. The 5 of Wands, which is also the Devil in this card. And the 5 of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. How interesting is that? Again, I felt it, but here it is. It's very intense too. Oh, that horse looks at this horse, but it looks really sad. You see that? Someone could be born in the year of the horse here. I was born in 1990, and that's the year of the horse. Also 2002. It goes in 12 intervals, but you know, And if you don't know, you can look it up. It's Chinese astrology, but there's something about nobility, because I feel like I'm tapping into horse energy heavily, okay? That this could be just for a couple of you, just for you to know that you're in the right place here, but bear with me here. Before I get to the full on message that I have, I'm just getting a lot of things that keep popping up for me. Obviously, someone could have a cat or two cats. Capricorn energy, again, horse and Chinese astrology could be significant. Both of you could be year of the horse. That's cool. All right. Fives are definitely significant. 5-5. They're in the middle here. Sunflowers following the sun. Sunbathing is significant. Who was the god that flew up? Osiris? That flew up and grabbed a spark of the sun and brought it back to earth and brought fire to humanity. Osiris? I could have that wrong, but that's coming up as well because of the little the little wings here. That makes me think of that. Ooh, okay, wait. I'm getting a very specific, sorry, I gotta pause this or it's gonna drive me crazy. A very specific imagery of a very specific I'm gonna say very specific 1,000 times apparently. Album cover, hold on. And a very specific song too. Oh, okay. All right. It's a sexy song. It's this one. I don't want to play because it's gonna like Icarus. Icarus is the name of the person. Because it's right here. I'm getting this album might be very significant for some of you. That song could be significant. Can I say significant more times? Of course I can. This, you see, Icarus. Yes. That's the imagery that kept popping into my head. There's another song from this album that I really like. Hold on a second. That song is number 26, by the way. In case that's important to someone. What is the other song that I like from this? What is going on right now? I'm like drawing a blank, but ooh, December 14th, 2018 is when this was released. That could be important for some of you too. Wow. All right. Well, there's a quote here. I close my eyes and I see a crowd of 1,000 tears. I pray to God I didn't waste all my good years. Oof. Icarus Falls. That is intense. Wow. All right. All right, pile 3. So now that we got all of that out of the way, I feel like you still feel this little bit of hope here, and it's because you carry it within you. It's part of you. You cannot help but be a lover, is what I feel like. You are someone that spreads a lot of joy and love to everything around you and all of those around you. Even though you've had a lot of hardships, you carry a lot of internal struggle within you. You carry sometimes a lot of sadness, and there's a lot of sadness that you kind of filter through, I feel like, not just for yourself, but for, again, others around you. You're someone who believes in love because you see it all around you and you love people around you. But there is a little bit of a disconnect about how worthy you are of receiving love. And that's what wants to be addressed here. Part of what wants to be addressed here. And the divine is trying to be very blunt, and like the way that they show things to you in your day-to-day life. It's like there's a lot of messages around you too. And again, it's that feeling of, if you feel like you want to give love and understanding and compassion and lend a shoulder, lend an ear to others, and you do this Oh wow, it's so beautiful. You do this from such a place of like, it's not even a question for you when someone needs you. It's not even a, oh my God, you're someone who really leaves the past in the past. Let bygones be bygones. You're not a pushover. You're not a pushover, not anymore. Maybe you were like a people pleaser before, but that's not you anymore. But you are someone who is very introspective, does not, I don't think you use the word hate, or maybe you use the word hate, but what I mean is like you really do not feel hate for anybody, even if they have wronged you, you know, or they have really wronged you, it's not in quotations, or have hurt you, or you've hurt them, or just been hurt, given and taken here. You don't hold, oh my God, all you hold is love, and all you hold is possibility and understanding. Oh, this is, I feel like this is you. You start off with so much light and beauty, and the world has your experiences have really tried to bring you down and shape you in different ways, and still you keep on keeping on. The reason why you feel like there's a spark that you cannot get rid of, or there's a single little flame here that it's never gonna give up on love, is because you literally carry it. It's you, my friend. It's you. And it's meant to be mirrored to you from an external point as well. Just like pain and suffering and disconnect and sadness and hurt has been also mirrored to you. This love that you carry within and you carry for others wants to be mirrored back to you. It's time, is what I'm hearing. It will happen, is what I'm hearing too. There's not a if, buts, or whatever about it. Okay, it will. All right. Let's get into the tarot and let's ask what the divine wants you to know, as far as in the physical, in the 3D, and here, what I mean by someone wants to be the mirror of that, of your energy, of your beautiful essence here. What do they want you to know about this person or this situation, this connection in general? I don't know if I'm keeping this, but I'm keeping it because that's you. That is you. Five of Wands was here too again. Okay. Wow. 3 queens. I see it. 5 of Wands again. Interesting that Judgment is between these two energies here. So I feel like this is like internally you trying to figure things out, and then you set those boundaries, and it's like there's like a struggle here of, is this happening to me or is this happening for me? But at the same time you believe both to be true for some reason, right? Oh my God, I get you. There's something about feeling like, oh, part 3, something about feeling like you've deserved this, but also without this you wouldn't know, you wouldn't be the person that you are right now. So gentle, so giving, so open, so clear about who you are, what you've been through, and who you want to be moving forward. Okay, I'm going to ask about the 5 of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. But again, this is also in this deck, in the Illuminated Tarot. It is. Sorry, my brain is going blank. It's the sorry, I was looking. 5 was also a number that came out for you with the 5 of Swords. It's also the devil. Jesus. Okay. It's like I couldn't get that out. So Pentacles again. Pentacles, devil energy. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Another 5. 555. Something about a fake phone number is it's significant here, because like in TVs and stuff, in TV or whatever, movies, always if it's a fake phone number, someone's giving out a phone number, there's always a 555 for some reason. Maybe you're someone who pays attention to that, or just in general, like a fake phone number is what I'm getting, or someone calling with like a restricted number, *67. I don't know what that's about, but all right. 9 of Wands. What is the 9 of Wands about? Explain it to me. Okay. Temperance. Oh, nice. That is very nice. Oof. That is a good. I wanted to recover this with like better cards, honestly. That was really my intention, but I also wanted to clarify them for myself because I felt like they were odd here. I mean, I pointed it out in the beginning, but like it was just odd. Feeling like, oh, I deserve this, but then, you know, this is how I learn, or whatever. Judgment. What's judgment about? Okay, what is that about? What is about that energy of I deserve this, but this is how I learn, and I learn through pain or something like that? Like feeling like that's the only way you learn. And it's like, no. What is judgment? All right, let's see what comes up. Okay, what's judgment? Okay, all right. In the past, yeah, sure. You maybe you needed the ups and downs that happen here, and the very low lows that you've had in your life, especially when it comes to, again, connections, when it comes to romantic connections. Okay, you maybe did feel like you, without those experiences, you wouldn't be where you are today. And again, in a more clear way, and in a more like grounded and emotionally mature way yourself, how you are now, you needed those experiences. You see it, okay, cool. But they want you to know that where you felt like it was literally judgment coming down upon you, you know, like quite literally God trying to smite you down or whatever, it's not that at all. It was just a way for you to clear out what's meant for you or not, to clear out and get away from, and stop revisiting the past and the turmoil here. That's really what this was trying to teach you, that you've mastered this, my friend. You've tempered this energy. You've grown so much from this. Okay, you've arrived, and you've arrived as someone, you're not just winning, right, per se, if we want to put it that way, even though look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You're not just winning. It's not enough for you to feel like a winner. However, it is enough for you to feel like a winner, but also you need the internal recognition of how far you've come, pile 3. And I feel like when you do that, when you get to that point, and you're very close to it, because you know what, surrendering and giving up, it's actually not giving up. It's like turning the page on the past, right? Again, you haven't lost your longing, you haven't lost your spark, you haven't lost the amber that keeps you believing in true love and the relationship that you deserve. However, you have, with the mindset of, okay, I'm giving up on this now, I'm letting it go. You have exactly done that. You've let it go, but you haven't gone of, you haven't let go, you haven't let go, let gone, okay, you haven't let go of the hope and the wisdom that you've acquired here. Oh, wow. All right, I like to see that. I like to see that too. Yep. Nah, divine counterparts. You don't say. When I saw the Four of Wands, I already kind of felt it, but there it is. You're gonna meet your other half is really how I want to put it, how I want to say it. Horses are so significant. A white horse is significant because white horse. These two people here, you and this person, have grown so much parallel. It feels parallel energy. It could be someone from the past. I'm not saying that it's not, especially because of that song, but parallelly, that's funny. You have grown so much in the same way. It's almost like ridiculous. Like when you and this person finally, how does this happen? How you guys meeting up or something like that? That is okay. Maybe some kind of celebration. Again, the Queen of Wands being here again, it's interesting to me. It feels like them making a choice to go where you are celebrating something. Interesting. Getting out of the hermit mode, making the choice to get out of the hermit mode, get out of, you know what I just heard? Get out of their own way for them to like find you, you find each other. Words are significant. Speaking is, yeah, that choice is coming up again. Yeah, because look who's here. I saw this at the bottom of the deck earlier too. Yeah, some kind of celebration here. Maybe you're being celebrated for something, or maybe someone's birthday is significant. A celebration of something culminating is significant, right? So like you're another year older, or you've accomplished such and such, or you're celebrating this that happens in your life, or maybe it's about them and you go to that party or you go to that celebration or something. Or maybe it's being celebrated, someone else is being celebrated, right? But you happen to be there and they happen to be there. Huh. I like that. What else? A choice is definitely a significant thing here. It's a significant theme that keeps coming up. So a choice, okay. I think you both have to make the choice to get out of your own way, get out of your hermit modes. Maybe you're both hermiting. You make the choice to go somewhere and you find each other. Ooh, I like that. That's really what it feels like. And maybe it is someone from the past. Maybe it is. Or maybe you're meeting at a night because of your song being The Night We Met, even though that song is about going back in time and not meeting that person, because it actually turned out to be very painful or whatever. But if you're meeting this person and it's someone from your past, you're grown so much, they've grown so much. It's meeting like it's like meeting someone new. Oh, Gemini is significant because the lovers just popped up in my head again as the sign is significant. So Gemini is significant. Maybe Gemini season is significant as well. 5 is May, and Gemini is May and June, so that could be something there. Okay. Whew. Okay, pile 3, I'm moving on to your advice. Let's see what's going on here. Snake. There's 2 snakes. I'm a snake. 4 and 5. Okay. 4 and 5 are significant. And 4 and 5 add up to 9. So 9 could also be a thing here. Veiled with 38. Okay. Let's read about the snake. Number 45. I flow with the cycle of life. Yeah, that might be you too. You need to do that. You need to be more flowy because you might be a little too rigid at the moment. And that could be what's like not allowing you to encounter this person. But then you both have to make the conscious decision to do this too. So it's like, okay. With a deep connection to the cycle of nature, to the cyclical nature of the universe, Snake urges you to release what holds you back from being the highest version of yourself. You too can remove the layers of ego and expectations to transform into the more authentic version of yourself. A living embodiment of your soul, knowing where to begin in this process can be difficult, but have faith. Snake will help guide you through this. And as each layer of the ego peels away, you'll soon see yourself in a new light. Your vibration is rising, along with the power to create your reality and manifest your dreams. When it says here, you'll soon see yourself in a new light, the song by John Mayer, New Light, could be significant too. And it is about a connection from the past and then someone seeing someone else in a new light. So that's, that could be significant here because I feel like it could be someone from your past. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. All right, let's see 30. Oh, I opened right through to it. That's crazy. Okay. Whew, veiled. All is not revealed at this time. Okay. Is someone around you hiding or holding back information or aspects of themselves? I feel like they're talking about you, but they could also be talking about this person. They have to peel back layers of themselves too. And again, this is hard work. You're doing it and they're doing it too. So please use caution in proceeding. Or perhaps the mask is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. Draw another card to clarify in your next right action. You can meditate on the mask to achieve altered states of awareness and encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. Draw another card makes me want to draw another card, so I will draw another card from this deck. And let's see what it kind of tells you. Affluence, number 5. We really are doubling down on those 5s, guys. All right, 5, 5, 5. I love that. Love that for you. All right, let's read number 5. All right. Look at what's next to it, Divine Feminine. Okay, affluence. Wealth is in the form. Okay, wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual planes. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Okay. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. Oh, that is very lovely. That is very lovely. Last one. Duality. Oof. Yin and yang. Feminine, masculine. Emperor, empress. Need I say more? All right. Ooh, and your card when I was shuffling, when I was listening to your music, the Empress was there. Okay. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Why did I read that so weird? I'm sorry, my cat was distracting me. Yes, Iris. Good kitties. Okay. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Something about opposites attract, and I know that's so like cliche, but it's so cool. Okay, I love all your messages. I love all your advice. Tying everything together here is very, very cool. This looks like this. So much. There's so much wanting to unfold. It's what this makes me think of, like things just unfolding, but also like maybe collapsing upon themselves. So it's like that's duality in itself too. Wow. Fives are about change. I cannot believe I didn't mention that in this whole reading when I was being like, oh my god, 5 is so significant. But fives are about change. So things are changing here. Things are evolving. You are evolving. You're becoming more. You're peeling layers back. You're becoming, not becoming, you have been all along, but you're showing more of your authentic self. And in doing so, maybe you're also finding people who are very authentic themselves. And that's how you find this person. Okay. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for trusting me to read for you. I hope that this reading brought you the confirmation, the comfort, the whatever it needed to, whatever you need to get from here. Pile 3, I hope you got it. And if you got more questions, well, you know, I'll be here answering all of them eventually, right? Or maybe there's other readings that pop up for you, not just for me, but just in general, that could also bring you more clarity about this. Don't stop believing, okay? Don't stop believing. Yeah, that a lot of songs came up with with your energy, so you might be very connected to music. If you want to get more messages too, you could just shuffle your music with the intention of receiving a message, especially since I believe the veiled card said that you could do that, right? If you're looking for messages, you're looking for some guidance, it's available to you at this time. Bring things up to your conscious, from your unconscious, subconscious to your conscious mind as well. Interesting. All right, thank you again, Pile 3, and I hope to see you in other readings. Bye bye.